I had no idea that you had done some work for that. How did that come to be, and what was that experience like?
Yeah, so I was originally I've done two bits of work with them, and the first time I was hired from, I believe it was a production company that help and or do some of the audio engineering for Doctor Who. So I don't know exactly how much they do for it, but it was a company that basically it wasn't Doctor Who directly. So they reached out to me and they were like, "Hey, this is the brief, just bog standard session work," but I wasn't told anything about the actual work, which again is very common. Like in session work, a lot of the time, people will just kind of like they'll give you like a really rough, it's for this, or they won't really give you that much information. But I had like no information. The only brief was like, don't change your voice. Sing it like you would normally sing it. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And then I got the lyrics. And this was for the episode was called The Church on Ruby Road. So it was about some goblins, but I didn't know that at the time. And I got the lyrics and I was like, what is this? And I was kind of just like, okay, whatever. Like a lot of the time, like you get personal projects and it's just people, like we said, like just getting their ideas out, just whatever they want to do. And it's my job to sing, not judge. I don't judge. Like, you're hiring me to sing a song and that's awesome. And I was like, okay, I don't know what this is going to be used for, but fine, no problem. Did a little bit of a sample and then sent it over. And then it kind of all went from there.
That's awesome. Now, if you would have known it was about goblins, would that have changed your delivery at all? Or do you think that you'd have been like, yeah, I got that.
Do you
Like what I
know?
did was good.
Do you know what? Like, I think because they said to me, don't change how you sing, I think if they'd have given me too much information, I probably would have thought too much about it. Because I remember with this one, like I treated the session just like I would have done for anyone. Like, as I'm sure anyone else out there doing music, I mean, maybe not, but I have my own boundaries when it comes to music. I have my own fees. I have what I will accept, what I won't accept. And it was no different for this. So, like, for example, I think the initial inquiry, I think they potentially wanted a free sample as a rule of thumb. I don't do free samples for people that I don't know because I don't already have like no history of working with you. I don't, some people will do free samples and they won't even say thank you for your time. And that can be a bit frustrating. But like, if it was a friend reaching out to me, yeah, I'll do a free sample for you or someone that I've worked with before because we've done that before and I'm happy to help. And I think if I remember correctly, I think, they weren't really sure, but they ended up paying for the sample and that was great. But I think had I have known that it was for like this big potential thing, I possibly would have been inclined to either do it for free or maybe like change how I sang it. And I think in this situation, I think not knowing was the right call because I think otherwise I probably would have got into my head a little bit.